Dating in your 50s. Buckle up, everybody. Here we go.
Let's have a chat about dating in your 50s. I feel like there are two types of people. There are the people who date because they love to go out, because they're super social, because they may just enjoy going out for nice meals, maybe for but and then there are the people who date with intention. I fall into the second category. I don't love going out. I'm a homebody.
We call it dating with intention now. We used to call it having an agenda. In the 80s and 90s, it wasn't so appealing when someone had an agenda because you felt like they didn't really see you or care about you. They're seeing if you fit into this checkbox. Hey, do you care about me or getting to know me? Or it's like, okay, yes, he's 6 foot tall. Okay, he makes good money. Okay, he's this. Okay, he's that. Okay, my friends seem to like him. I understand all that, but dating with intention really means you have an agenda. And look, I think underneath the surface of it all, we all have some sort of desire for something, which is an agenda. I think these are all just arguments of nomenclature. It's just what we're calling things. I've been on dates and we're like, okay, what are you looking for? What are you this? What are you that? What are you this? And I'm like, oh, yeah. I think everybody wants to be with someone and to hang out with someone and have someone they get along with. I don't think you have to have an intention for that. And I think if you're right and you're clicking, even if it was his or her intention to date tons of people and just pump and dump your whole town and area and whoever's in a 60-mile radius, if you are starting to connect with someone, you're going to go that way and you're going to try to make that happen. I think that's the majority, the mass majority of the people out there. They're dating with an intention of, yeah, I don't want to be alone. I'd like to have someone to hang out with and to do things with. I think that's 95% of people. And the other 5%, they've just been too hurt to even consider anything like that. But I really think all this dating with intention are just another hoop to jump through. Why don't you just go out and see? Is it so horrible? Just have a date, lower your expectations, see what happens.
I also don't connect with a lot of people on that level. And unless I feel that you're someone that could be additive to my life, that could add value to my life, take things to an entirely different level, I'm probably not going to go on that date. And
okay, how are you going to find out all those things that she just had in those criteria? Just passing notes, a bunch of text messages? Oh, you're not additive to my life because your texting skills aren't perfect? She's not even going to go out with you unless she knows all those things about you. Is that really realistic? Because let's face it, we're forced really to text. I've said this before, it's the female domain. And it's not a good communication vehicle. Guys, you're going to send texts and they're going to get picked apart. She's going to show them to all her friends. She's going to find weaknesses. She's going to see, all those things. She's got her filters she's looking through. And to send the perfect text and the right length. And yeah, it's very confusing. After a long-term relationship and I ended up dating again, it's like, what am I doing with this texting? It's not working. So heed these words. Here's a little tip for you. Keep your text messages short. Focus on meeting. So she can't disqualify you right away. And you can try to call and say, hey, let's have a call. Let's talk. You'll know you got something good if she's like, yeah. Or if that's a big problem, yeah, still try. Still go on that date. But talking on the phone, you can hear the inflection of my voice. You can hear sincerity. You can hear intention. You can hear warmth. You can really hear what kind of person it is if you talk on the phone. We're all forced into this female zone of passing notes like we were in 4th grade. I like you. Do you like me? Check box yes or check box no.
You to my life, take things to an entirely different level. I'm probably not going to go on that date.
If you don't take her to an entirely different level, she's probably not going to go on that date with you. What does that mean? If you're not pretty darn handsome, how can you tell if someone's going to take you to an entirely different level through a bunch of text messages? What does that say about you? I'm good at texting? That's what you're basing your life and your relationships on? No, you have to go out with someone and actually see them and talk to them and see their facial expressions and see what they do and how they react to you. So in order to date in our modern age, you can't give her too many things to interpret because she will disqualify you. She's already saying, I'm not going to go out with you. If you don't take her to another level, you have to take her to another level. The expectations are insane. I don't know how to take you to another level. I don't know you. I don't even know if I want to take you to another level. Does that sound reasonable to everybody? Right?
And neither way is right or wrong. It's just who I am. So then you have the friends that want to set you up with people, and I feel like people aren't discerning when they set you up with their friends for the most part. I'm like, would you date that person? No, probably not. And the apps.
Your friends set you up. Be respectful. You're going out with another human being. You're also representing your friend who set you up. And I think it's great. Your friend set you up. Even if it doesn't work out, be thankful. Treat the other person you're going out with respectfully. I'm not saying she didn't. She probably did. She seems nice, and I think she's 50 and she's pretty. I think that's great. Set up your friends. If you respect your friends and you see they're dating, they're not having an easy time of it. That's a great way to get dates and to see if you can meet someone. And if you're in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, you got friends and you know some people. You know some people from church. You know some people from work. You know the friends and family. Let them know. If you have someone who'd like to meet for coffee and have a nice time and go out, I'm open to that. I'm open to your suggestions. I'm happy to give them a call and set up a coffee date. It's reasonable, right? It's a good thing.
I've had a really shitty experience with apps. Haven't been on one in probably maybe 12 years. I actually had someone stalk me. That's a whole nother story.
Guys, you're going to go on apps. Keep your expectations low so you'll be pleasantly surprised. Try to keep texting to a minimum. Work towards meeting for coffee. I suggest meeting for coffee. If she doesn't want to meet for coffee and you got to buy her dinner, and that's low rent unless you buy me dinner. Meet for a coffee. And you want to meet for a drink, that's fine. People are going to read into everything you do, no matter what, and try to disqualify you. Right in the 80s and 90s. Hey, you want to go out on Friday night? How about 7 o'clock? Oh, yeah, that sounds great. Well, let's do that. Yeah, those days are completely gone, gentlemen. And if you're recently divorced and you're getting back into the scene, stick with me. Watch these videos because I'm going to save you a lot of issues. Go ahead, like and subscribe so that you don't miss these videos, because I've done all this stuff. I have 40 years of dating experience. It's a different world out there from the 80s and 90s. Things were very simple and easy back then. Everyone didn't have all the choices they have today. This woman here probably got dudes hitting her up in the comments. She's got tons of choices, tons and tons of choices. In the 80s, it was like, all right, we're in college. You live in the dorm next to me, or you're in my town. Those were your choices. She has hundreds of choices. That's what you're dealing with. Don't get discouraged, but there's a way to navigate that.
Long distance I'll do. My last 2 relationships have been long distance, and that worked really well for me, especially when my son was still living at home, because I could separate the two. But now I'm really open to finding true love, this next chapter. And how do we go about it? I generally date older. I'm 50, but I would say at this point anyone 50 to 65. I've dated that much older, so I'm not sure I want to be a caregiver when I'm 70, but it works for me. I like someone who's worldly and cultured and well-traveled. I like someone, maybe it's not what's best for me, but I like someone who has a little bit of an edge. Too vanilla bores me. I need someone to keep me on my toes, to challenge me.
I don't think she's saying anything unreasonable, and she seems to be being pretty honest. I'm going to link a video at the end of this video that I my last video where I talk about challenge and how men, especially men after divorce, will ruin a potential relationship by taking away challenge. She's right. Women like to have a bit of a challenge, and if you're too revealing and you're not providing that, and this video will go into it. I definitely recommend watching it after this one.
A guy who cooks would be amazing. I love to cook. I have this dream of being in the kitchen and cooking with my.
You ever see the women who are like, I don't cook, and they're all like, yeah, build a statue for me. I don't cook. Like, really? That's what you're proud of? That's your identity? You have to point that out. We all eat 3 meals a day, and you don't cook, you don't make any kind of meals. I cook. It's great. It's a lot of fun. She's right. It's fun cooking together. It's fun being in the kitchen. It promotes family, it promotes closeness. I don't cook. That's my identity. I'm a woman. I don't need to cook. I don't need to cook for a man. I'm like, all right, geez, grow up. You got to do this 3 times a day. You probably have kids. You don't cook for them. You eat a bunch of crap from the grocery store and pre-made meals. What are you doing that's so important that you can't throw a meal together and cook some stuff? Most of it takes no time at all, and you make people really happy. I came from a home where my mother cooked 3 meals a day and did tons of stuff and was busy and did a lot of different things, but she still managed to cook meals, and we all ate together. And you're proud of not doing that? No, life was so much better in the 80s and 90s when people ate meals together and they cooked together, and mom cooked because she loved you and didn't want you to eat a bunch of crap that's pre-made and dead from the grocery store. Why would you be proud of not cooking? This woman's right. Cooking, yeah, I want to cook, and I like a man who cooks too. Yeah, we do that every day, all day, 3 times a day at least. It's cool.
Partner, someone who likes nice things, who likes to be surrounded by nice things, someone who takes care of themselves health-wise, physically, who cares. I live in Miami. Men tend to be super metrosexual here. I don't need that per se, but someone who does care.
She wants someone who takes care of their body and takes care of themselves. It's completely reasonable. What does it say when you don't take care of yourself? Right? What does that say? Are you going to take care of her? Are you going to take care of him? You going on a date later, you got a big belly hanging out. You don't go to the gym, eat cruddy food. You probably binge eat at night. That's what that says. And she's right. It's perfectly reasonable to want a man who isn't all like, hey, you look like you're pregnant. Maybe you should take a walk. You've got a big round bowling ball belly and 2 stilts for legs. Guys, get out there and get in shape and eat good food. You're going to feel a lot better. Dating's going to be easier. You want someone who's in shape and attractive and takes care of themselves. You respect that. She's going to want that too. So take a good look at yourself. It's not so terrible to get in shape. Go to the gym 3, 4, 5 days a week. Just resign yourself to that. It's not bad. You get into a routine. You meet people at the gym. It's good.
About their physical appearance, looking good, presenting themselves well, keeping their body in shape. I think it's just a matter of self-respect. And I accept that at this stage of life, that person.
That's not harsh, right? The culture, like, hey, you're beautiful no matter what, and this and that. But the truth is, no one really thinks that. We just repeat that because we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. It's good to get your feelings hurt. I think all these different emotions, people are like, oh, that's a terrible emotion. You feel ashamed. I was like, well, we have these emotions for a reason, and they help us to survive. Do I like to feel those negative emotions? No. Do they help me in life? A lot of times they do. They help you to self-evaluate and be self-aware, right? Don't they? So don't always buy into the present culture. Think for yourself. What really works? What's really true? And look, yeah, I have to say it. There's people who like someone who is larger. Is that the majority? No, I don't really believe that. I don't. But if you like larger, oh, it's out there. Bless you all. That's awesome that you like that, and there are people out there for you. It's probably easier for you. But generally, people are attracted to someone who takes care of themselves, and I don't blame them. I got fat once. Did I think I looked really good? No. Did I feel really good? No. Did I feel good about myself? No. No, I didn't. And I would guess that that's the same when you're like that. We all go through phases. It's okay. You don't have to, it's all over. If you're overweight, take some steps, slowly get back into it. You're going to be fine. You don't have to repeat a bunch of mantras about how beautiful you are and how wonderful you are at your lovely weight when you know deep down it's not. Come on.
Most likely has children, if not grandchildren. That's cool. I have no issue with that. I was a single mom, and I've been there. I get it. But all in all, I think I'm looking, may sound cliche, but looking to spend my life with my best friend, someone who always has my back, someone where I feel safe and seen and heard. So, is it you? Let's have a chat about.
I think she's great. She's really honest. And there at the end, safe, seen, and heard. She wants someone who listens. That's reasonable. All women want to feel safe, and all women love to go dancing. Yeah, she wants to feel safe. Guys, you got to remember, I know in all the movies, women are doing kung fu and beating the crud out of men and just throwing them against the wall and out the car window. But that's not the truth. Most men are, I'd say, close to the majority, are stronger than women. And can you imagine walking around in a world where everyone, over half the population, is stronger than you? Yeah, they can't do that stuff that's in the movies. Some, like 1% can probably do that. It's different. They want to feel safe. I understand that completely. And there are certain things that trigger those feelings of safety. Are you calm? Do you get overly emotional? It's hard to feel safe when someone's very reactive. Are you in shape? Can you make decisions without asking and giving a bunch of choices to a woman? She's inundated with choices. A lot of women work today. They want someone who's going to make them feel safe, be kind, make some decisions, and to consider the fact that we're different. She's a woman and you're a man. No matter what we've been told the past 10, 15 years, that we're all the same. We're not all the same. We're just not. So I think she's great. Her name is Kelly Fabian. She's kind of honest. I appreciate everything she said. I'd take her out. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? I don't think anything was really unreasonable there. Watch this next video down here. Next, it's going to help you guys moving forward, especially if you just got divorced and you're moving on and you're trying to figure things out. This guy in this video, he made a mistake that we all make, and here's how you can avoid it. So check that out. Subscribe. That really helps me out and lets me know that you like the content and you want some more. And let me know in the comments. I appreciate everything you say. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you in the next video.